Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, I don't know where some people are getting the courage and confidence to support William Samoei Ruto to an extent where someone can just decide to resign from their job. Professional job. You sell your property, including land. You use all your time to support William Samoei Ruto, thinking that is a man you can trust to either serve your interest. That is what exactly happened to some people in 2022 during campaign. A whole teacher resigned from duty. He sold his land. And he decided that he's going to put all of his time in UDA party, popularizing it on the ground, thinking that William Ruto is a person to trust. But as we are speaking now, that person is jobless. UDA has never considered him for any appointment in their government. He lost land, he wasted his time, and now he's crying a premium tears. First of all, listen to him, because we have other questions to ask about other people who did not support Ruto, and yet they are here thinking that Ruto can serve their interest. Listen to this story shortly.
Personally, I'm a professional teacher. I literally resigned to campaign for William Samoei Ruto in this party called UDA. It is here in the Luo Nyanza where I was fully branded Uda man. I sold even my piece of land just to popularize UDA in Rongo constituency. Even Ruto, the president, came to Rongo because of me. After me registering over 10,000 people in this constituency and popularizing this party called UDA, he promised that he's going to give us jobs. He promised even to give us what is called capital to start businesses. He said, ng'ombe ni kubwa. But I'm surprised today. My children now cannot go to school. I have no money at all. And Ruto cannot even pick my call. Ruto cannot even respond to me. What is happening in this country now? Ruto has fully shortchanged us in this country called Kenya. Those of us who pioneered UDA in Luo Nyanza, we have been shortchanged heavily. Those people who did not campaign for Ruto, those people who didn't popularize him, have greatly enjoyed all the possible comforts. Whereas me personally, we continue to languish in poverty.
Sisi tulitumia pesa zetu hata kusaidia kwa campaigns. Tulitoa fedha zetu kusaidia tukisema kwamba mtu ukishia kuja anaweza kutusaidia. Because as mimi kama contractor niko na wafanyakazi ambao wanategemea. So ukipromise mtu ya kwamba nikipata kura utakuja kupea wewe kazi fulani, na hiyo iwe tofauti na hiyo ni changamoto ambao
Now we are continuing the final discussion. Just a quick request for those who are watching and you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much, and again to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, you know, in politics, the first individuals who are always rewarded after election, especially if someone has won election and you are supporting that person, the first people to be rewarded are people who we normally refer to here as watu wa lori. That means if you are contributing towards that person to help in a campaign so that he can win that seat that he's targeting, the people who will give their money, the people who are going to offer their cars for transportation, the people who are going to offer the public public address system, all the logistics you would think about. The people who are going to offer their advice, their counseling, they are people who are going to be on ground campaigning. These people are always given the first consideration once someone gets to an office, because it is an investment they have done. Something that we normally feel it's always wrong, because once you do this one, you are blocking other people who have merits for some job, but they will never get, because politicians are going to focus on watu wa lori. So the teacher who is crying here is one of the people we can refer to as watu wa lori. because he sold his property and resigned from job to come and work for UDA party with the intention that they will win and they will get a chance to serve. Saizi kinamuramba, and that's why he's crying. Now he's speaking out what people do not know. So this is William Ruto for you. If Ruto was not faithful to people who are working for him, who are you to trust William Samoei Ruto? If an individual who trusts Ruto with his properties, Ruto has betrayed him, who are you to trust William Samoei Ruto? An individual who resigned from job, putting all his hope in William Samoei Ruto, that he will remember him. Today, he has been left out. Ruto is not picking his call. And if it's crying that Ruto is not picking his calls, it means in the beginning, William Ruto had a time to pick such kind of calls. So he thought it is going to continue. Ruto is going to be picking calls every time, and that is going to work for him. Today, he is crying premium tears. Who are you, a person who did not sacrifice as much as he did, you think that Ruto is going to work for you? He cannot work for you because we are seeing him betraying people who worked for him. That is the reality of the things. I don't know how this teacher just believed in Ruto. At least you need to have some level of doubt in people, especially politicians. Especially for William Samoei Ruto, because most of us have talked about William Ruto during campaign. We want people about trusting what Ruto is telling you, because we brought a lot of examples on what Ruto had done earlier, the kind of promises he had given. To an extent, Raila referred to Ruto as Mr. 6 months time, because he promised in 2017 a lot of promises that were never delivered. Ruto promised more than what Uhuru promised in their second campaign. And we thought that everything is going to happen. The way he was explaining, describing things, we would see them happening tomorrow. To that, nothing happened. So, mtu wa lori ako hapa analia. He lost everything. And this is a political lesson to him. Next time, he has to learn the people he wants to trust. This case is not only for him. It is also for Panako. But for Panako, he was clever enough. At least he never resigned from his job. He still has his job and place, and that's why he can go back to the trade union and continue with this duty. What about for this teacher? Mama Mboga anangoja William Samoei Ruto to deliver for them. Please, Mama Mboga, don't waste your time. People are crying here. Don't waste your time. The only thing you can think about is mass action, is to reject William Samoei Ruto. It is not to buy in anything to do with what Ruto is telling people. Because the only narrative they know it can sell is about Uhuru Kenyatta left empty coffers. The treasury was dry. The question is, does the country, the government have their own account where they keep money? The answer is no. They collect, they spend. They collect, they spend. Ruto has been collecting. The question is, how is he spending the money? Ruto has been borrowing. The question is, how is he spending the borrowed money? As long as he cannot come and account for that money, he should stop telling us about what Uhuru left with. Gachagua brought a narrative which could not sell, an awkward narrative, that there is money that was carried in sacks to the Wilson airport and it ended up in people's houses. Serikali huwa inakusanya pesa ikiweka wapi? Gachagua should come and tell us, because they've been collecting money, how much they have kept in bank, if really this money can be kept somewhere for spending for another day. In fact, to some extent, the government will spend what they have not yet collected. Then they collect and then pay. That's what we know. But he has lied to some Mambogas, and some are buying into this. Now you have to see the truth here. It means there are many people who have sacrificed for William Samoei Ruto, but Ruto did not care about rewarding them. There are a few who are rewarded and it means there are many who are yet to be rewarded. Sasa wakati mlikuwa mnaona Ruto anakuja anasema nimetoa milioni 2 ya mama mboga. Umeona kwenye pesa zilikuwa zinatoa. Watu kama hawa zingine walikuwa wanachukua kwa corruption hivyo wakichangisha. Sasa watu wanalia saizi. Mama mboga mlikula pesa wakati wa campaign. Mahasla mnangojea Ruto awape kazi. Kama huyu hajapata kazi analia hivi. And he was a close ally to William Ruto, a person who had a direct contact to Ruto, a person who could call William Ruto at any time and Ruto will pick the call. Today he is crying. Kwani wewe unangoja? Wewe unangoja na huyu analia? Forget about that. Whatever Ruto was promising was hot air. In fact, what he did, it was to remove jobs that were there to help people. So people are crying. Mambo should keep off William Ruto government. The hustler should avoid even just imagining to think about delivery in William Ruto government. You should not even imagine about that, because it will never happen. It will never happen. Sababu tumefika. Mambo sahau. Even me, I cannot have any hope in this government that I can get a job. Hawanijui kama wale wanajulikana wanalia na sisi je? So siku nyingine watu wakiuza mashamba wakuwe wanaangalia watu kama hawa, ile mambo walipitia, na hata najiuliza kwa nini alikuwa anauza shamba lake. So it is a political lesson for this teacher to learn that any other time you should think fast before making such kind of a move, especially when it comes to money.